Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a while and I feel like every time I go on these like hiatuses, I always come back with like an excuse. So we're actually gonna like skip that part today and get straight into the video. I hope you're all well and had a really great summer, and I miss you all very, very much. So without further ado, let's talk about Good Fortune by Viktor and Rolf. So a little while ago, I bought a different Viktor and Rolf perfume from Ulta, and in that package it came with some like free samples, and Good Fortune, which was Viktor and Rolf's newest release at the time, was included, which I was super excited about because I just liked the whole like, I guess like aesthetic of the perfume. Like I feel like Viktor and Rolf definitely wanted to appeal to a younger generation with this perfume, and I think a lot of like the marketing for this perfume kind of reflects that. Like they kind of played on the whole crystal, magic ball, purple aesthetic, which is definitely different from what they usually do. But yeah, I've been really excited to try this one out. So let's just go over the notes. The top notes are jasmine super infusion, the middle notes are Madagascar vanilla, and the bottom notes are fennel and
Genshin?
fennel and gentian flower alchemy. I don't really know what that means. I know what fennel is and I know what flowers are, but I'm not sure about the rest. I would say very interesting base notes. That's definitely something I haven't really seen before, but the vanilla and jasmine are pretty standard. Let's just give this a spray. It did come in this cute little vial. So right away, I am getting this really strong syrupy jasmine. And with the jasmine, I don't know if like it's just like a mental bias from like seeing all this like purple, but I also smell lavender. And I think that that note is quite pronounced. I think it could be the jasmine combined with some of the more herbal notes like the fennel. Right off the bat, first impression, I would say it's a very, very standard white floral. It's very sweet and it smells clean. And so I think ultimately, I really do like how this fragrance smells, but for me it just isn't really anything I haven't smelled before. It's kind of just like a lavender white floral fragrance. I feel like with this whole like futuristic lavish crystal kind of aesthetic that they were going for with the presentation, Viktor and Rolf could have been a lot more adventurous with this one. But again, this is just a very safe crowd pleaser fragrance, and it's really nothing that I wouldn't smell walking down like the Macy's like fragrance walkway, you know what I mean? So yeah, let's get into the rating. Of course, we always go over the presentation first. So I actually do really like the presentation. I feel like a lot of Viktor and Rolf's fragrances are really fun. They have the iconic flower bomb, which is really cute, and bonbon, which is in the shape of like a bow. And then for this one, I don't have the actual bottle, but it's pictured here. You can see it's like this round bottle with the purple crystal on top. And I will say I really like the purple crystal, but I don't like this middle part. I think it's just, it looks kind of fat and like unfitting. Like I think they were trying to do like a crystal ball, which like totally like makes sense like with the aesthetic. With like the crystal on top, it just looks kind of weird. I don't know. I don't like the general shape of it, but other elements of it I think are really beautiful. Like I like the gold accents, which makes it look really luxurious, and I just love amethyst in general, so I think that this purple crystal thing going on is really nice. Presentation wise, I am very happy with this fragrance. I like that they kind of like picked a theme and stuck with it, as opposed to like just like a pour femme from like a designer company that like doesn't have like any sort of creativity. As for the scent, this is a very pleasant fragrance to smell.
I mean, like, I would sure hope so.
There's really nothing inherently bad about this fragrance. I really do like the fact that even though it's very sweet, it doesn't start to kind of become sour or like stink on my skin like some other perfumes do, especially ones that are typically super, super sweet. The Madagascar vanilla in this one is not a gourmand kind of vanilla. So if you're expecting a creamy, more gourmand kind of vanilla, that's definitely not what you're gonna find in here. I would say the vanilla in Good Fortune is more similar to YSL Libre. It's like a much more subtle vanilla that's like mixed with these like white florals and lavender to kind of just give it that heightened sweetness, but it by all means is not like a gourmand vanilla. If you're a fan of white florals and lavender, I really don't think that you could go wrong with this fragrance, but the scent is just not special enough to justify being $130 for a 1.7 ounce, especially in 2022 where we literally have so many great options. Like I really think we needed something a little more revolutionary from Viktor and Rolf, but this one did not really deliver, at least for the scent. And as for the performance of Good Fortune by Viktor Rolf, I do have more success with this one than I do with some of their other fragrances like Flower Bomb. I think Flower Bomb being a more gourmand fragrance, naturally it just doesn't really have that much lasting power, but this one, it has more of a strong herbal floral thing going on, and I think that makes it last a bit better than their previous fragrances. There's nothing like groundbreaking with the performance, but it does have nice sillage and it will probably last you at least throughout a good portion of your day. That kind of wraps up my thoughts on Good Fortune. Like, I really feel like I don't have very many things to say about it because there's just not that much to talk about. Yeah, like with the scent profile that's so disappointingly generic, I really don't have anything to say other than it smells nice, but I don't think it's worth dropping $100+. So for my overall rating of Good Fortune by Viktor Rolf, I'm gonna give it like a B-. I think that it has a nice scent, and I think if you are a fan of this kind of crystal aesthetic and you are a collector, this could be a good fragrance for you. But I think for the average population, this is just not really worth it in my opinion. I am definitely curious as to what you guys think about this perfume. Honestly, reviews of Good Fortune are pretty unanimous. Like, a lot of people just think it's really generically mediocre, but definitely let me know what you guys think. That's gonna wrap up today's review. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and let me know if there are any reviews you want to see next, and until then, I will see you soon.